All right, welcome back to part 2. Now, in the first video, we're just building up our military, trying to prepare everything. We got some civilians, or we got some infantry units producing. We've appointed a couple different people to our offices. Not a lot's happened yet. We're just trying to get organized. We're trying to build up. Oh, there's our funk guy and what he's adding to the table. Okay, cool. So, nothing's really happened yet. It's going to be like this for a little while. Which is fine. It's a little slow here in the beginning, but we got to prepare and make sure that we're ready for the war. Because if we don't prepare properly, I have a feeling it won't be a very long war. Because we got some bad enemies. France should give us some trouble, but not too much. We should be able to storm them pretty easily. Poland will be able to storm. The Low Countries here will be able to storm. Denmark's a joke. Norway is a little bit more difficult because their terrain is very mountainous. It's very hard to get supplies up there, and we still have to do naval landings. I mean, that isn't easy. Britain is going to definitely give us some trouble. Britain has this insane navy, so just like in real life, we can't invade them. There is no Normandy landing for them because I can't get ships over there. I can't control the English Channel. You have to be able to control an area to invade over it, right? So I can control this area here. Or even better, this area, because I'm going to lock up the Baltic, right? So I can invade them navally. But Britain's tough, and Britain has their empire. So, I mean, they're drawing in from everywhere. And the thing about Britain is they can attack you anywhere. Germany's really limited. Like, if I went to war right now, I couldn't attack anywhere down here. Right? Italy, if they can control the seas down here, I can move troops around, but I can't just tell my men, oh, go down there and go attack everybody. My navy, we're not prepared for that. Okay, looks like we have a couple different divisions that are ready. Okay. We'll put him with, I'll tell you what, let's put him with Rommel. Rommel's in Prussia, so if we watch him, he'll go up to the dock and he'll go right over there. This is why we put the garrison on. Because like I said, if it's front line, they won't go over. They'll just sit there. You have to actually manually send them over there. And if you ever have a front line and you have some men you need assigned to it, if you just grab them, right, first off, put them in the army. So we'll right-click over von Rundstein to actually add them to the army, but they're on the front line. What you want to do, and I'm using an Apple, so it's a little different, but you have to hold down command and then left click the line here. Okay, good. So our Reich's Autobahn's done. Let's take a look at what our next thing is. Oh, good. So that gave us... Oh, no. No, this one's going to give us factories. Okay. Actually, what did the Autobahn give us? Political advisor, fortification engineer. Oh, that's the guy we couldn't get before. Perfect. Maximum infrastructure in Brandenburg, Hanover, Thurgen, and Franken. Okay, cool. So we got a lot of infrastructure. So that's perfect because the Autobahn, the more infrastructure you have, the faster your troops can move across the area. So in real life, the Germans did the Autobahn, which is the precursor for today's the United States is interstate highways. So 4-lane highways all across Germany. So let's see if I can... Infrastructure, right? Now, these 4 have tremendous infrastructure, so I can move troops from one area of Germany all the way to the other very, very, very quickly because of that, which is really important, especially if I'm fighting a 2-front war like what they were doing. Okay, so we got a little political power. See, we're over 150, so we can get some guys. I want to get our fortification engineer. No. Should we? Let's see, workhorse. Maybe we should do our let's do captain of industry instead. We'll do fortification engineer here in a bit. Okay, how are we looking on resources? Looking pretty good. I'd like to bump up the numbers in our light tanks and our motorized. I wonder what happens if I get a motorized division. How's that hurt our numbers? Oh, it's perfect. Okay. So speaking of that, this says SS division. It's just for flavor. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, it's only motorized division. That's it. They just put SS for flavor. It's the exact same as any other country. Nothing special about this. See. Resources go to them first. They're elite troops, but that's it. It's just motorized infantry, and then some different support equipment. Not a big deal. We got to customize that anyways. Now, thing is we want basic machine tools. Oh, and our guns are done. Okay, we'll come back to this in a second. Let's figure out what we need to advance next. Okay. All right. Okay. These are important. Concentrated industry. So if there's two different things, two different options here. Our factories are closer together, so they're easier to bomb, but they're more efficient, right? So you got 15% output, docks are 10% output, and 20% max in state. These, it's 10%. It's good. They're more sparsed out, so they're less easy to bomb. I usually do this, and I just try to focus on anti-aircraft because that's just me. Okay, thing looks good. I don't know, man. I guess synthetic. Could start working on that, but we can't even upgrade them right now anyway. Oh, you know what? Marines are going to be important. Marines are important because that's a division that I like to make when I'm invading Norway. I mean, Marines are very important. With Norway, I like to have a lot of Marines and a lot of mountain troops and then storm over there. Now, Norway doesn't have any tanks anyway, so armored divisions and motorized infantry isn't a super duper necessity. I like to save those for the French front. Big time. Because once I get into France, I'm going to start running all over that place. Oh, I got it all paused. All right. Okay. Oh. So we were talking about infantry division. So, what the hell is that? Parachute. Huh. Anyways, so we want to customize these eventually, right? We'll move this. You can add in armor divisions or mobilized infantry or whatever, but over here I like to put in artillery, right? Artillery over here, and then on the support side, you've got all kinds of different things you can add. You got recon companies. We've got a lot of different things we haven't researched yet. The MPs, the field hospital, the logistics, all that. Persia accepts British demands. Remove all military forces from the Iranian oil fields and promise to uphold the end of the deal. Good. Oh no, hold up. Remove all military forces from the Iranian. Okay, well that's fine. It doesn't matter. Once we get over there, we're gonna storm them out anyways. Then it'll be my fields. So we'll eventually want to customize these as much as possible. For the time being, we can't, because to customize them, you need these points here. These points are experience points from actually fighting. We only have 5, and we can't get any more unless we fight or we have our people train. You can train them all they want. See, right now they're elite. You can train them up in case they're not elite. I think, where did we send those other ones to? Rommel. Okay, so here we go. This is the one we made, right? They're not elite yet. We can train them up to they can become elite. but they use supplies and they generate experience, but very, very, very slowly. So I don't really see the need to do that. I'm just gonna wait for the Spanish War to bust out, and I'm gonna send some people over there. By the way, we probably should prepare for that. Let me take these 2 tank divisions away from Runstein. We'll stick them here in the middle. We need to get a commander over there that we can depend on. Let's see. Who do we want to get? Actually, let's get Manstein. Manstein's a beast. So Von Bach. Okay. Let's get Manstein. He's a guy I want to class up the fastest. So we'll keep him over there just in the wings waiting. And we don't even need a commander right here. We're not at war yet. It's no big deal. Once that Spanish War fires up, though, I'm going to send them over there as recruits or as volunteers. And we'll see what we can do. My goal over there, just before we start in Spain, is not necessarily to win the war as fast as I can. Right? Because if they're fascists or communists or whatever, a lot of times they don't join. I'd like for them, obviously, to win and be fascist, but my real goal is to drag that war out, because I want my people to gain experience points, and I want Manstein to fight as long as possible so that he ranks up as well. Because I mean, he ranks up, fairly quickly. And what I've noticed is some commanders rank up faster than others. I don't know if it's like a random choice or whatever, but it's like some of them can't learn as fast as the other ones. Like I'll have like a Rommel, man, he'll be like at rank 7 really quickly, and then you got like Manstein that'll be like rank 5 in the same amount of time. It's weird. But I don't know if it's a random thing or whatever. So this is saying if I were to send them over there, it's going to take me 6 convoys just because of their weight. What is this? Strategic development? Okay. Or deployment. That's another reason why we want convoys. So we got 204 convoys now. Let's take a look at our oil. Have we not produced a single one of these yet? No joke. Alright. House. Okay. How many days does it say? 11? 8. Okay. These are taking forever. We can always increase the speed, I guess. But there's just not much going on yet. Alright. Turn the speed down. Construction. So, let's see here. Resource gain efficiency. Definitely want to do that. I'd love to have my resources more valuable. And what that does is what you're producing jumps up, right? 10%, so sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not. Our steel should increase because we have quite a bit of steel. Steel's never an issue for us. Chromium is generally an issue. Chromium, this one here, so there's a lot of it in Greece. There's a lot of it in Turkey. A lot. Sometimes I like to invade Turkey because it gives me straight access to the Caucasus. And I can get to Baku a hell of a lot faster. If you can cut Baku off, you're going to cut off their production of oil. And they're going to be hurting. They're going to be bleeding badly. Okay, so we just got done. So you see how we got a surplus of oil here? We get back a factory. So right now we got 15 even. Well, we can take out a factory. Take out some of those imports. Okay. And we got 15 and 1. Perfect. Befehl. Privatize of the German Reich. Zban. Not this Zban. Okay, cool. So that should give us many more. Nice. Very nice. See what else we want to do. Oh. Hell yeah, we'll take some more. Okay, so we're already getting much more efficient. We have some troops that are done. Let's put them with Rommel. Let's build Rommel up a little bit. And that's just me right-clicking on Rommel's name. Okay. Oh, we got more? Ah, okay, nice. So we'll grab both of these guys and we'll stick them with Guderian in the Alps. Nice. Alright, got some of that. Now we'll do the fortifications engineer. Take a look at our supplies. Okay. So, this is a little bit lower now because they just brought in a fresh batch of recruits. See? Because all those troops just got made. So, it's a little lower. For the moment. But we'll ramp up production on that as soon as we get all these... As soon as we get our oil issues fixed. Because we're still importing oil. Which is not something I like to do. I want to make us as self-sufficient as possible. Italy annexed Ethiopia. Okay, so let's take a look. Italy has Libya under their control, and now they have Ethiopia. Good for them. Check out the British Empire here. Bulgaria wants to sign the Treaty of Triparty to join the Axis in an effort to help world domination. They just out of the blue want to join the Axis. Okay. You got it. Looks like we got an ally. Bulgaria. Okay. Olympic Games. Let's read these for a second. Okay, the Olympic Games. The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by 49 different nations across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live TV coverage. The games were a significant propaganda victory for the German Reich, the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete at the games. Okay, they signed the treaty. Great. Okay. So I guess that works. Doesn't really matter though, because now we can see more details about their troops. Right. Bulgaria's a little bitty nation, so I mean it doesn't really. I mean, they got like no resources. They got, what is this, like 10 divisions? It's a joke. The 2 ports, like this isn't really mean shit. Okay. So check out some of these. Check out the British Empire. I mean, these guys got territories all over the world. They got Gibraltar, control a vast majority of Africa, all these different islands. I mean, these guys can strike everywhere. Of course, they're allies, the British Raj and Australia. That's crazy. You know? We're at just a major disadvantage. Major disadvantage. So it's like, if we want to win this war, we've got to go hard. Go hard on these guys, because there are a lot of countries that are extremely strong. We're at a major disadvantage, but we do have fantastic generals and technology and things like that, so maybe we can do this. It's not easy though, but I tell you what, if you want to get a much easier country, the United States is very easy to be. The United States, I mean, you're not going to get invaded. You know, your Navy is going to be dominant. It's a hard thing is actually participating in the war. You got to get your people behind you, and you got to actually be able to send troops over in a significant amount. It's not easy. You basically just fight Japan the whole time. I don't really have to worry about United States involvement all that much. Okay, radio's done. That means we can finally get into looking into radar. So radar stations are going to be important. We'll research that. In the beginning, I like to focus on electronics and industry. All right. Anybody dislike us yet? No, looks like... Well, France doesn't really like us. What does Poland think of us? Poland doesn't care. England, they don't really like us all that much either. Probably because we gave them a butt spanking at the Olympics. Okay. Say, von Rundstein. I think the goal to be in Germany really is organization. You know, it's very important to be organized, and it's important to be very aggressive, but smart about it as well. Because when you're going against the rest of Europe, you're going to be very aggressive and catch them off guard as quickly as possible. But at the same time, you definitely want to hit Russia just right. You want to hit them hard and try to knock them out as quickly as possible. You're not going to be able to knock them out as quickly as you can, like a France, because they're a big nation. You're not just going to be able to storm over them in a couple months. I mean, it's gonna bog you down. I mean, even the fastest I've ever taken them out was about a year. The country's so large and they have so many troops. It's very difficult to move in. So we're gonna motorize. Let's get that to Rommel. Let me get some tanks going. How are we looking on tanks? Probably get a division up. Okay, we'll set them up in Sashkin. Okay. Oh, see there, we got a surplus of rubber. Perfect. Okay. So now we're looking a little bit better as far as trade goes. We got different productions all over the place. You can see where I'm building these factories. All right. That gives us even more facilities. So I want this right here. The extra production. So we're going to research this next. Not production, extra resources. Okay, so let's see how we're looking. Good. We're starting to build military factories now. And we're looking pretty strong in our industrial muscle. So we're starting to produce. So let's see, how long does it take to build that? 38 days. That's not too bad. Belgium renounces French protection. After a heated debate, the Belgian government has decided that it will now apply. It will apply for. It has decided that it will apply for now one of the strict neutrality stance and protects against all borders equally. This decision due to. Okay, so they don't want French protection. When we looked at them a second ago, it looked like France said they're going to protect them. Yeah, they don't have it anymore. Wow, they're on their own. What is this? Oh, they have a puppet, a Congo. Okay. All right, good. That helps me. I'd love to attack them and them alone. But that's all right. Good. So that one of those factories got done. Okay, so we got more support coming in. Okay. Excellent. Oh, good. So, let's see here. Okay, there's no tension in the world, so we definitely can't increase that. Designer. Let's look at the industrial concern. Industrial... Electronics. We still got a lot of electronics. Let's do Siemens. Oh. Okay. Issue with the steelworkers. The problem of the steelworkers. As the German military grows, we must ensure that we have a secure and stable source of steel. Our current primary steel producer, whatever the hell that name is, has been a valuable ally to the NSBP's rise to power and is a major employer of German workers, but the Stockver hasn't been yielding as much steel as it could. Okay, so we gotta appoint somebody to see if they can get more steel. Okay. So Hermann Goering or... Oh, it's a clear choice. Hermann Goering. Okay. Oh, so we have to focus on what we're going to do here. Perfect. So we definitely know we want to do that. So that's going to add... Once we research, it's going to add 16 rubber and 16 oil to our output. It's also going to give us 50% off of research for oil. And you know what? I think that might be not good because we are researching it already, aren't we? No, we're not. So this. Instead of 146 days, once we research that, it's going to cut that in half. So that's going to be fantastic. That'll be 123 days. I mean, no, it'll be way less than that. It'll be 70 something. 73. Okay. Heavy tank. Our supplies are looking pretty good. We got 4,000 and 1,600 there, so that's I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so let's get Rommel. I like to get Rommel up to 24, then we'll worry about everybody else. Okay, so once we're done with these guys, should we go to this light aircraft 2 off research bonus? I don't know if I really want to do that yet. That's our nuclear stuff. Two-sided economics. Armor, synthetics. Okay, so there's a civil war in China. Doesn't affect me any. Research slot. That'd be nice, but I think we have more important things right now. The Rhineland. The Anklus. 500 men in the fields. Did you get that? Where are we at? 432,000. Oh, good. Marines are done. And concentrated industry. Okay. Demand the Sudetenland. 600,000. 500,000. So we're not able to do that yet. Expand Lebensraum. That's not in the regular game. Okay. I'd like to do the Anklus, but we're not ready yet. We need more people in the field, so until then, we'll just stick with this area over here, I guess. But it's okay, we are growing. Okay. Now, the clock's still running and these are done, so what happens is this builds up to 30 days. And once it hits 30 days, then you need to choose something, you start losing days. essentially. So right now it'll count however many days towards whatever I'm researching. Okay, so we still want to look at this? Yeah, let's... That takes 2% off my research. That'll be important. Okay. Industry... 37. So this is still a little bit above schedule. It's not super duper above schedule, so I think it's worth it. I mean, it's only a couple days. Until 1937. Okay. That's just fine. I'm surprised the war in Spain hasn't started yet. Output's looking good on these two. We definitely need to bump up motorized, and then our tanks, man. Our tanks are hurting. I'd love to bump those up. Ah, there we go. Finally. All right. Been waiting for it. A civil war has erupted in Spain. Several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid has issued a proclamation. I don't even know what the hell that means. Or that word is. Pronunciamiento. And a large portion of the Spanish armed forces have answered their call to arms. The right-wing national, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's fine. Battle's begun. We know what side we're on. And we'll see how many troops I can send over there. It limits you. So we'll click diplomacy, and we are not going to do that guy because he's fascist. I'm sorry, he's communist. Send volunteers. We can send 3 divisions. Okay, cool. So I want them to all be tank divisions. So we'll give that division to Manstein, and we'll send all of Manstein's guys over there. So send divisions, Manstein. All right, they accept. Yes, and they will be there approximately January 30th. Yeah. Oh, good. So our resources are up. Okay, let me pause this for a second. How many men we got in the field? We got enough? Nope. Okay, we still need more. What is this? Oh, we get more civilian factories. Hell yeah. Okay. Shit, what was it? Oh, yeah. Alright, so now we are plus 16 in oil, so we definitely don't need that. Okay. So we should be producing like a mug now. Oh, not bad. Radar. Okay, so radar is going to be important. Let's start building some radar. This is going to help us everywhere planes are being flown. Okay, let's put them there. I don't know. Well, put one there too. Okay, perfect. And then we'll do some more research. Slow down this clock because it's about to be the 30th. Okay. Let's go into artillery. Motorized, we'll go to Rommel. Man, okay, our divisions. Okay, let's pause this. We got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so we can bring in somebody here. Material designer, it's Mauser. 10% off. Weapons and equipment. Okay. Oh, that's our 50% off. Ah, nice. 72. Okay. Now we can finally get some stuff going. Now what it did here was it broke it into two different theaters. So we got German theater, we got Spanish theater. We had to click here to get command of Manstein's forces. Now it looks like they already shut them down over here. So I don't think I need to do that. Put him over there. So okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him... Now obviously we can't expand him the whole damn border because there's only 3 divisions. So I like to concentrate there, and then we'll punch a hole to the port here. And so they will start preparing once they get in position, and once they're not being attacked. If they're constantly being attacked, it interrupts our preparations. Okay, so we're on the front line. They're preparing. Okay, perfect. They're getting more organized. This is our organization. They were organized less because they're moving around. So we're just going to hang around and wait till we get more organized. What is this? Oh, they're digging in, right? So they'll be harder to move. Now this gives you an indicator if you're ready yet. Our estimated plan of attack is 60%. We're sitting at an advantage. We have an inferior enemy, but the divisions are still preparing, which is fine, and they'll be preparing for a while. But once this number hits 50, you'll have the maximum advantage possible for attacking, even though they might not be technically prepared. Now, right now, I could attack. See how it has this arrow? But I don't want to because they're not prepared enough. I don't think. Now, it looks like terrain here is pretty good. Oh, shit, there's mountains. I didn't even know that. Oh, this is all mountains? Okay. So we're attacking right through the mountains. That sucks. I should have put it down here. Attacked up this way. I didn't know there's mountains there. Or maybe we should do that. Then we can cut them off and just swing back and isolate them. Ah, shit. Maybe we should do that. They are ready, though. Let's see how they do. We're at a pretty good advantage. Let's see how we do. Okay, I think they're ready. Yeah, they're just now hit 50%. Okay, cool. So let's give them the attack. So it breaks down a lot of different things for us here. We don't have air superiority, right? It shows how the tactics we're using to attack. These tactics will change once we get our doctrine a little better. Oops. You know, we are organized. We're the attacker. We have good strength. Oh, good. So they're punch through, and he'll continue to attack and move it the way he wants. Now, if you want, you can control it, micromanage it manually. I don't like to do that. They're getting in position, and they're going to get in position, regroup a little bit, and then they're going to continue to attack. Okay, Stalin's purging everybody over there. Good for him. Okay, I guess they're getting more organized. They have low organization, right? No, they don't. What's he waiting on? We'll give him a second. I think he knows what he's doing. There we go. Okay. So, he's hitting a lot harder. See, his breakthrough's higher, his hard attack, and his soft attack is a lot harder than theirs. They're getting mollywopped. What the hell is that? Declared war on Chile. Wow, it's a civil war. I've never seen that before. Okay. Is one of them fascist? That'd be awesome. I'll send some people over there. Wow. Okay, so they're not aligned. And then what are these guys? Democratic. If they're not aligned, maybe I should send some people over here. I can send one division. Man, you know what? Screw it. Let's do that. That's pretty freaking sweet. I've never seen that. Let's pause this. Send a division over there. Nice. Okay. Let's send... I tell you what. Chile's real mountainous, so let's send a... one of these guys. We'll call it... Chile Army. I don't know. We should call it Chili Pie. Let's send in Van Bach, Van Kleist. You know what? I like Kurt Student. Now I like this guy because he has this little applicator right here. If you are out of supplies, which trust me, it friggin' happens. This guy, he still does a good job. So I'm gonna use this guy. I'd like to get him as advanced up as possible. So yeah, let's do that. That's pretty sweet. Now I figure if Chile's unaligned, maybe it's easier to get them to switch to fascism. I don't know. All right. Everything good? Yeah, nice. And when are they going to be over there? 20th of March. Okay. See how Manstein's doing. Oh, he's doing good. Okay. They attacking? No. Okay. So let's do this. Since we got him split in half here, let's delete that line. Let's customize this a little bit. Send this line in. Okay. And then let's send them here. I think that'll be nice. Oh, even better. Even better. Oh. Didn't look like all my divisions were on that line. So, I'm sorry, that was control left click. I said command earlier and that was wrong. Alright, looks like they're helping out on that hit over there. Right. This is Manstein has the initiative. Okay. Let's see if he's ranked up any. 1%, so not a whole lot. They'll also gain different attributes as it goes on. So if you were to promote him, he would lose a number here. He would go down to 3. And he would lose all of his attributes. Right? So whenever he goes to gain attributes, it's a little different whenever you're a field marshal. So you gain different attributes. Oh, good. They're already over there. Okay, so let's go see how they're doing. Okay, put them on the line here. There's only one division over there anyways. Nice. What's he doing? Is he going, or... Bitch, get your ass over here on this line. What's he doing? Why is he moving? Fine, just attack then. Be a dingling. So it takes him an extremely long time to move, probably because it's mountains, and there's no infrastructure over here. Okay, let's set him up. Alright. And we'll do what we can to push in and close this gap. Whoops. Maybe there's something up in my game. There we go. Okay. So if we can close this gap, that would be nice. Let's see. How many men we got in the field? Oh, good. So now we can do the Ankless. Yep. All right. Oops. We're going to click on these guys so we can actually see them. Runstein. Okay, so for y'all that doesn't know, for y'all that don't know, the Ankylos is Are they ready? Yeah, they are. All right, let's go. The Ankylos was Hitler's attempt of taking over Austria. He convinced the Austrian people they need to be part of the German Empire again, I guess, and they were going to go take a vote on it. And right before they took a vote on it, he sent in troops, and nobody did anything about it. So he annexed Austria into the German Reich. Okay, some more mountain troops. Okay. We get more people? No. Okay. Let's see how Chile's doing. Okay, so they're officially there, finally. Okay. Not too concerned with that one. This one's a more important one. He's ranked up a little bit. He's got 4 now. Oil plant, perfect. Let's make sure that's bueno. Oh, we already cut him off. Look at that. All we gotta do is just get in here now. In fact, he might have lost his... he's got no plan now. We have to redo plans because it got cut off right here. Because they made progress. The plans were eventually to go all the way here, but since there's progress, there's an interruption in the line. Man, they're getting a lot of stuff ready now. Oh, tanks. Rommel. Okay. How are we looking on supplies? Light tank. Okay, we definitely need to get some more light tanks going. Oh, good. So we built a lot of factories since we've been waiting. Now, these production capacity is not at max yet. It goes up to 60% now because we increased it a bit. But since we add more, it takes longer for the factories to convert over and to prepare how to build motorized machines and blah, blah, blah. So take them just a minute to catch up. Okay. It's only 2 divisions, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're on top of each other here. Ah, good. Okay. Can you actually take Santiago? You preparing? I think they're preparing. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's see. I guess we'll just... So where's our speed mobility? There we go. Ah, so this symbol means that we have available planes in reserves. Too many, in fact. So since our first attack's going to be in Poland, we'll load these guys up. Marco Polo, some bullshit happened in China. There's about to be a war over there. Japan's looking for an excuse to attack them. Send all of our bombers over here. Send all of our fighters. Perfect. Let's check back on the Spanish situation. Hindenburg. Passenger airship Hindenburg was destroyed today while attempting to dock at a naval station in the United States. Reasons are not determined. Da, 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 da. Okay. Thank you for the update. Improved machine tools. Okay. So, I guess we might as well finish this out, right? Oh, let's see if they're ready. Yeah, they probably... Are they? Yeah, they're ready. What the hell? this? Okay. So let's attack then. For some reason it's saying I can't. Oh, there goes. I can anyway, I guess. We're currently losing. Are we? Any more? Okay, good. So they're gonna fall. Manstein, what do you do? Why can't I do that? All right, there we go. I'm going anyway. That's so freaking annoying, just with one guy. They're having a lot of trouble here. 8 divisions trying to take the capital. Guess that's why. We're hitting harder than they are, though, so we shouldn't be able to knock through it. See how Chile's doing. Alright, I think this is going to go good for us. So, let's get this guy, and I want to make him to where... First off, I don't know if they don't really like us all that much, but we're gonna increase that. Let's see, improve relations. Right, it costs us a little bit of political power to do it, but I'm gonna do it just the same. Jesus, man. Getting bogged down over here. Well, I think this might be a good place to stop. The Ankylos. Oh, now we gotta see the Ankylos real quick, and then we can stop. Okay, so repeated uprisings in Austria clearly show the people there long to be united with our Reich. It is time for action and to allow the will of the people to manifest. Now, this here is Austria. See if we can see it. Right? Let's see if we push this. It now becomes Germany. Perfect. Okay, now what we also have to do is pick a new thing here. Can we also demand the... I'll tell you what, let's... Better yet. No. We're going to start showing everybody we're the boss, right? So the first Vienna Award will give a couple different effects where Hungary likes us, the United Kingdom won't like it, the Soviet Union won't like it, but we're going to do our part to reposition a couple things in Europe. So we'll research that. We also have to absorb the Austrian army. So this was part of the Austrian army. So with this, whoops, I gotta click on, there we go. So this and that, we'll give it to Hans Guderian, and we'll expand his range here a little bit into Austria, which is also mountainous. So we're good to go. Nah, okay. Okay, so let's create another army. We'll put them right here. And we'll call it the Maginot Line. Okay. We'll put von Bach on this. Feder von Bach. Okay. That gives us organization. Okay. That way, whenever we do go to war with France, we're not going to attack here, but we got to make sure they don't attack us from here. They're not very far from Stuttgart or Frankfurt. Okay, perfect. So this is a good spot to end it. We will see you guys back for video 3.